What's up guys, Felix Force here. Welcome back to another tips video. In today's video I'm going to be doing my round 8 tips. Last week I ended up not going too bad, 6 out of 8. Got the bunnies one right. Unfortunately, it was just these two absolute snooze fest of games. I mean, both these games are hella boring and 2 upsets did happen. But apart from that, it was a decent round for tipping. South Sydney Rabbitohs and the Penrith Panthers, and the Rabbitohs, they always come so close to beating the Panthers. Of course, they kind of just got blown out in the back end of that preliminary final of last year. But they've come so close in so many encounters with the Penrith Panthers, and they haven't beat them in a really long time. And I reckon this is where they snapped the streak. They've come so close. Penrith, they're coming off the back of getting a cheap win over the Knights, which they 100% didn't deserve with hair-pulling penalties and dumb crap that game. But I reckon the South Sydney Rabbitohs, as long as they got a good referee that's not going to be siding with the Panthers, I reckon they'll win this game. Parramatta Eels and the Brisbane Broncos, and as much as I hate Parramatta, I actually kind of am feeling like they are going to win this game. If we look in the recent matches, they have just dominated, 53-6, 43-6. It's just been demolitions, and then 34-6 to 58-0 thrashing, which is the biggest win in a finals history, I think. But I still reckon, the Broncos, if they usually, it takes them a while to get going. We've seen that in games against the Dolphins. We saw it last week against the Titans and the Dragons. It takes them a while to get going. They usually only hit their peak part of their game in the last 20 minutes. But if they can get a nice roll on near the start, they'll win this game. And that's what I think will happen. So I'm tipping the Broncos here. Bulldogs and the Cronulla Sharks. I'm going to be tipping Cronulla here. They've looked really, really good lately, picking up an upset win. I don't know if it was too much of an upset, but I feel like it was because they usually get destroyed by the Roosters. But they should beat the Bulldogs here at Accor Stadium pretty easily. The Cowboys and the Knights. And the Cowboys, I put up a poll, and that's currently winning the poll for votes for most disappointing team so far this year. And they have just been so disappointing. They had the easy schedule. They didn't play top 4 team till round 9, and it's round 9 next week. They've won 2 games. They could be undefeated, pretty much. But I reckon this is where they're going to win this game against the confident Knights, who are coming off the back of their best game yet. They're at home. They've won both of their games at home. Their games that they've won against the Raiders and the Titans. So they'll win this game and pick up their 3rd win. Dolphins and the Titans. And I remember in the trial match, the Titans just dominated this game. Alfonso Campereira got 4 tries actually, I think. And I reckon it's going to be kind of the same story in this game, but I reckon the other way around. I reckon the Dolphins will be able to really pull away from this game. They usually play their best at Suncorp, of course, even though they were at Suncorp last week and they got destroyed. But I feel like the Titans, they might take them a bit lightly after getting destroyed. They might think that it's going to be an easy win, but I reckon the Dolphins are going to hit back and dominate this game. Tigers and Manly, and of course, Manly, this is pretty much a free win. They thrash the Tigers every year. 30-4. That was without Tom Trbojevic last year. 36-22, 44-24, 40-6 Anzac Day 2 years ago. They always destroyed them, and I reckon it's going to be the exact same here. They play excellent against the West Tigers, who are still yet to get a win, and I reckon it will be the same here. The Roosters and the Dragons, and sometimes the Dragons, they decide to show up on Anzac Day like last year, but I just feel like they'll struggle this year. They have come really close to winning a few games. I reckon they could almost be top 8 bound if they beat the Titans and Raiders over these last 2 weeks. But I feel like they're just going to kind of get blown out this game, and it's going to be a pretty easy win for the Roosters. So I'll tip the Roosters here. Storm and the Warriors, and the Storm, they dominate the Warriors on Anzac Day. They score tries all over the place. The 70-point bomb they dropped last week, the 42-20, the 50-6 Anzac Day of 2020. This is going to be an easy win for the Storm, and potential huge games could be available for people like Munster and Grant. That'll be my video. That will be my tips video for this week. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.